Hi, my name is Maddie DeFranco, and today I'm going to be talking about a public issue, which is the pay gap between men and women in sports. So, I am a college soccer player, so I am very familiar with soccer. I've been playing for 12 years of my life, and I've always been a huge fan of the United States women's soccer team. And you might have seen in articles or on the TV or anything like that how they are getting paid significantly less than the men's national soccer team. So you might be wondering why that is. And you might think because they are not as good as the men, but the women have 4 World Cup titles while the men have 0. And they still get paid a lot less. For winning the World Cup and going on a victory tour, the women get paid $260,000 each, while if the men were to win it, they would each earn $1.1 million. Why? Who knows? They do the exact same job. You might think that the men bring in more revenue for the United States Soccer Federation, but that's also not true. Between the years of 2016 and now, the women have brought in 2% more money every game they've played so far than the men. So the women actually bring in a lot more revenue than the men's do. And another aspect is that the women bring in a lot more fans and a lot more people than the men. Usually a women's game, the whole stadium is packed. And when the men play, it's usually about half because they aren't as successful as the women. And you might have seen recently this past summer that the women's national soccer team have won the 2019 Women's World Cup, and they have added a star on their logo. So now they have 4 stars on their logo, while the men have no stars because they haven't won a World Cup. And now the women's national soccer team have brought it to the United States Soccer Federation how they are not being treated fairly and how they are not being paid what they deserve. And while the men are getting paid a lot more than they are, and they are being way more successful. So they have filed a lawsuit and they've taken it to court, and they are trying to get what they deserve basically, and they're trying to bring awareness and to get other people to know what that it's a struggle, and that men should be paid the same as women if they're doing the same job. Why would a man be paid more than a woman if they're doing the exact same job? It's just discrimination against women. So that is my public issue, and it needs to be stopped because as time goes on, it's going to keep happening, and women are just going to keep getting taken advantage of.